Hi everyone, I am Ivy and I am a geek, and today we are going to be putting together my TBR card. Woo! So I'm going to open this baby up, put it together, and then we are going to fill the cart together, which I'm super excited for. Okay, so the first set of books that I have here that I'm going to put on my TBR cart are the Grady Hendrix series. I do have another one coming in the mail as well, but I have We Sold Our Souls by Grady Hendrix, Horror Store by Grady Hendrix, I have My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix, and then I have the Southern Belle Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. This is going to be for my Grady Hendrix vlog that I'm going to have coming up, where I read all of his books, or the books that I own, because I think that this is an author that I'll love, and I'll see if my gut feeling is right. Let's see where I'll put him. Should we put him at the top? Let's put him at the top. Okay, so next are the books that I plan on reading this month for the rest of this month. So by the time this is out, some of these, or pretty much all of these I might be done with them. So stay tuned for my July wrap up if you guys want to see these books. But it's basically The Pleiadian Promise, which is a nonfiction, On Earth as It Is on Television by Emily Jane. Then we have Bewitched by Laura Thalassa and Queen and Conqueror by Isabel Olmo. I will put that all up there as well. Okay, so the next books on my list are from the A to Z challenge. So it's these right here. So if you guys watch my A to Z challenge video, these are some of the books that are part of that challenge. So I have The Nothing Man by Catherine Ryan Howard. I talk about the synopsis of this in that video if you want to see it. I have A Game of Fate and A Touch of Malice, which is a part of the Hades X Persephone series by Scarlett St. Clair. I have both of these that I'm going to put up there as well. I have Every Heart a Doorway, which was my letter E pick. Kingdom of the Wicked. Rhapsodic by Laura Thalassa. I have a few Laura Thalassa books, huh? No, I think I just have two. Okay, I just have two. Jade City by Fonda Lee. And then I have Zodiac Academy. But yeah, so let's put these away. Okay, so the other books that I have here are a part of the 23 books that I want to read in 2023. So a lot of them are actually already up here, and these are the other two. And then the rest are pretty much going to be on my on Kindle form. So I got Hi, From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. Don't know what this is about. I think it's about this girl that gets sacrificed, and apparently she, instead of getting sacrificed, she gets I don't know, some guy saves her or something like that. I don't know. Don't question me, okay? I have no idea. And then Sex Cult Nun and by Faith Jones, and this is a nonfiction about a girl that actually broke away from the Children of God cult. This is another one that I've been wanting to read for a long time, since I first saw it at Barnes & Noble. Stuff like this just fascinates me. So that's going there too. This next one is, I really like Riley Sager's writing. I've only read one book by him, but I have the one in my Book of the Month box coming in. So I do want to do a reading vlog as well, where I read Riley Sager's work, and I'm going to be reading these three along with the new one as well. So I have The Last Time I Lied, Final Girls, Lock Every Door, but that's going to go up here too. So the rest of these right here, these are books that I want to read in October. It's going to be spooky season, so I definitely want to read a lot of spooky books for spooky season. But I want to read Smash by Junji Ito, who is a horror manga author that I absolutely love. I want to read Tomie. I got past halfway through, but I might have to start all over again. Again, Junji Ito, love his work. I want to read the Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark series. I mainly want to read this to my kids during spooky season. I have all 3 books here, and these are the illustrations that I grew up with. So I want to be reading these. I have The Haunting of Ashburn House by Darcy Coates. This is an author that I guess does horror well, so I want to read that one. I want to read The Hacienda by Isabel Cañas because this is a Hispanic/Latinx author and I want to read more of those. Also, I think it's like a gothic-y, spooky vibe-ish book. The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James, another spooky read. And then The Shadows by Alex North, yet another horror read. Okay, so next I have a few random reads, I guess. I have these 2 books by Katie Robert. Last year I read Neon Gods by her and I really enjoyed it. So I want to read Learn My Lesson because I feel like Katie Robert seems to really enjoy writing about Hades. And this one is a retelling of Hercules, but it's Meg, Hades, and Hercules. And it's like a polyamorous polygamy thing going on. I really want to read this. I really want to read this for, I mean, obvious reasons, but I really want to read this. And then we have Electric Idol, which is part 2 to Katie Roberts' Dark Olympus series. So this is the second part after Neon Gods. Neon Gods was one of my favorite books last year, one of my favorite Hades and Persephone retellings. So this is the second book, and this one is about Psyche and Eros. And then I believe the third part is Apollo? I think so. So I really want to read these. I want to read a book in Spanish. I really want to start getting better at Spanish, so I want to read a book in Spanish. It's called En la Oscuridad Luna by Ana Coelho. And I don't know what this is about. I think it's like a YA, but I just really liked the cover. I got it years ago thinking that I was going to read it, and I have not. So I really want to read this year, and not only that, but I want to start reading more books in Spanish consistently because I feel like that would really help me get more fluent in Spanish. The next book that I want to read is If We Were Villains by M.L. Rio. This is a book that everybody and their mom is talking about, so I really want to read this. I think it's some dark academia-ish sort of book. I might do a dark academia vlog actually, where I read dark academia books because I like listening to dark academia music. So I might be doing that while I read some dark academia books. I feel like that'll be a fun time. Next is Go the Distance. I was at the beginning of this. I think I want to read I was reading this with my daughter. So this is basically a YA book as well. I don't really read too much YA, but if it has to do with Hades, I don't care what it is, I'm gonna read it. I'm that obsessed. And Hercules was my favorite Disney movie ever growing up. My favorite, still to this day, is my favorite Disney movie. I could watch it over and over and I'll be a happy camper. And this is basically what if Meg had to become a Greek god in order to be with Hercules, and Hera gives her a chance, and she basically says that she has to go to the underworld and save her ex-boyfriend's wife from the underworld in order for her to become a Greek goddess. And obviously that's Hades' domain. So this one looks so good because these are like my favorite Disney characters ever. Hades, I just love him no matter what he's in. And Meg was like the first Disney princess that I was absolutely obsessed with. I was in love with her. I didn't like her. Like, I was in love with Meg, okay? I wanted to be Meg. I thought she was like the first Disney princess, I guess, that I saw that stood up for herself. And I think that's what like really drew me to her. Okay, next book that I want to read is Orange, and this is by Ichigo Takano. This is a book that Mel Reeds mentioned that she really enjoyed, and it's sort of like a coming of age novel. And I think it has to do with something about like time traveling, going back and forth in time. And so I want to read this. This is volume 1, and I believe there's 2 so far. So this is the first one. I just think it's cute. It looks amazing. It looks interesting, and I love mangas ever since Junji Ito manga. I find that I just absolutely love manga. So that's that one. Next I have Dear Lena, which is a book that my friend wrote. She self-published it, so I will put her link down below so if in case you guys want to purchase it. And it's called Stalked from the Shadows. This is her first book. I am a little bit more, about halfway through it, and I just want to finish it. Honestly, this is about I guess it's sort of like a YA, this girl that's in high school and then she gets stalked and you don't know who the stalker is. I honestly I want to finish it because it's been on my shelf for so long. So that's my friend's book. And then I have Maybe in Another Life by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This one, anything that has to do with multiverses and like multi-dimensions, I am obsessed with, and this has to do with that. So I kind of do want to do like a reading vlog, and I might put it on here and my other channel, because my other channel I talk all about spiritual stuff like that, and we talk about multiverses and string theory and all that stuff. I'm into all that, so I think it would be cool to like sort of pinpoint like the science and the spiritual aspects of it in my other channel. So I might be doing a vlog of that, but it is basically a girl who, like, we follow 2 points in her life. One, if she like goes home with this guy, and then another point if she decides to go home with her friends, and we're following 2 timelines. So that's that one. And then lastly is Magnolia Parks, because I heard this described as Gossip Girl but for adults. And that's all you have to say to me, because I was obsessed with Gossip Girl. Oh, but that's last but certainly not least, I have a few nonfictions. I have The Full Spirit Workout, which is a 10-step system to shed your self-doubt, strengthen your spiritual core, and create a fun and fulfilling life by Kate Eckman. I have Come As You Are, the surprising new science that will transform your sex life. Just because I'm a woman, and every woman probably... Okay, I don't have to explain myself. And then lastly, I promise lastly, Throne of Glass. I only have the first book here because obviously the whole series is not gonna fit here because I have the box set. So this is the collector's edition of the first one, but I want to reread the series because I never finished the last one. And A Court of Thorns and Roses. I read this one twice. Okay, I read it last year and I read it this year, so I don't need to read this one, but I want to read A Court of Mist and Fury, A Court of Wings and Ruin, and then A Court of Frost and Starlight, and then the most recent one. That way I can get to Crescent City, and I'm up to date with Sarah J. Maas's multiverse, okay? Or universe? Universe. Okay? Okay. Okay, so last but certainly not least, something that I want to show you guys that I'm going to put in here are these stickers. Okay, so these stickers are stickers that I got on Etsy, and I want to, every time I finish a book that's associated with the sticker, I want to put it on my cart as kind of like a reward, you know, like a trophy. It's my trophy for finishing the books. Like this one is House Wrath, Welcome to Hell, obviously Kingdom of the Wicked. So that's gonna go after I read Kingdom of the Wicked. Through Love, All Is Possible. This is Crescent City. Darling, I Would Burn This World for You. Hades and Persephone, Scarlet St. Clair. And then this one, I'm just gonna put now. And it says, give me fantasy books full of smut. We're gonna stick that one on right now. We'll put it right there, right in display. So that is it, you guys. That is my TBR cart. It is officially full now. I don't know how I'm going to be moving it around. Yeah, but I'm excited. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.